Welcome back to this very interesting episode. Welcome. I love you, Aviator family. I love you guys. I hope you're making money. For those that are not making money, I hope you're entertained. You stay entertained. That's the reason why we make these videos, right? So when you make these videos, it's not just for you to maybe to encourage you to play. No. We also entertain you. You can just watch without playing. Just look at those that have the guts to play. I've always said, if you do not have the guts, do not play Aviator because it's full of pressure, and all those other things. And I always say, if you can't play Aviator, you can just go and play slots. It's easy. Go and play Book of Ra. Gates of Olympus, I don't know, and some of those other games. Go and play those. There's no pressure there. There's no pressure. You get your mega win of 300 Rand. It's a very interesting, but if you want real money, then there's a payment to it. You'll have to have the pressure some way, somehow. So I also do sporting, and I thought I should share a little bit of sporting, right? So this is my ticket. Someone who said, I'm employed by Aviator. I'm thinking, oh, if Aviator employed me, then do they also tell me answers to the sports? I invest lots of time trying to research, trying to find out, okay, which team is the best and which team can do what, you know what I'm talking about. And then look, when I just open this particular ticket inside, right, you can see that this was the remaining fixtures, and you can see that's 80k at stake. And then when I'm looking at that, I'm just thinking, if I was putting 100 Rand on Aviator, maybe I would have to wait till 800x for me to get to 80k. But this whole thing is football, mate. It's football. What can I say? This is what we do. And you know what? I'll take you to a point where this day, I hate to see this day because I missed over 1 million there because of that one thing. I also lose, right? I lost. It's only that one day where Leicester City played. I had put in Leicester City win, draw, and over 1.5. But unfortunately, Leicester City lost 2-1 whilst they were at home. But this has taken a potential 1 million. It was about 1.2 million, right? If you look at those the stake and the odds, it will show you that was like about 1.2 million. That was a lot, mate. A lot. But back to the game. This is what we're talking about. If you can't play Aviator, yes, go and play sport. The only challenge with me is when you play sport like football and stuff like that, you have to wait for the whole day to make a little bit of money. But anyway, as long as you make it, but there's less pressure at least. Other than playing Aviator where there's pressure. One thing that I know with Aviator is within 20 minutes, you could be a millionaire. There's always a risk to everything, mate. Always a risk. So I've always wanted to share certain things. There are certain things that I've already shared in my past videos. And I know many people don't listen. They just want to they're always quick to click, check the balance, and they say, well done. But they don't know how we got there. They don't know what feeling, what explanation I've put to that, and what sort of information that is very vital, especially to playing the game itself. And look, like I was saying, there's so many things, there's so many aspects. I've often spoken about timing when you're playing. What time do you play? What time of the month is the best to play? I've always said those things in my videos. I've repeated it over and over again. And funny enough, I still get those questions coming in. Right. Now is the time to play. If you want to play mid-month, towards the end of the month, that's the best time for you to play. I'm giving you one tip, right? And focus on a Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, especially, during that time. It'll be perfect. Perfect, excellent time for you to play. But anyway, there's lots that we can share about, and then it just helps us to just better our games. I'll tell you one very important thing. Once you get into the game, it's not going to pay all the time. I mean, to be honest, if we want to be frank, it doesn't really make sense for us to have a game that is going to pay you all the time. Look at this history here, right? There's been a few pinks, everything. It shows you that this thing can actually pay, and at the same time it collects. I mean, common sense should tell us that there's no way it can continue to pay. I know everyone wants to win, but it's not going to do that. This game is a mastery of redistributing our funds. It's just taking money from one guy and giving it to the next guy, and then they take their commission. They don't really take much out of this. And remember one thing, this thing is regulated. And because it's regulated, there are certain things that they can't do. They are forced to some extent, right? So what they can do is maybe play around, okay, when can we get maybe a better paying and collection ratio, something like that. I mean, it's just common sense telling me that, because I always look at the way it's paying when it's month end, it's collecting very, very much because everyone is like in a hurry to play. But be patient. That's why patience is one of the key aspects of the game, and it's one of the key matrices that you can ever employ, right? This thing has been chowing. If you look at how many blues it's been chowing me so bad, like really bad. And I'll tell you, if you were playing here, you would have been out already, because when that 10x came, you wouldn't have made anything, right? But anyway, that's outside the point. I've always said to many people, when you feel the urge to continue playing and you're losing, like for instance, it was giving us blues there, and you continuously have the urge to continue playing, that is the time to quit, right? So the difference now becomes the ability to stop playing at that point is the power to win. You understand? And then the instinct, right? Like right now, I just went beyond my normal 15x. I pick up a 20x, perfect, right? And it still goes on, and it still goes on and on. And I'm actually very glad it does that, because at one point it was giving blues and blues and blues, and now it goes to 81.04x, perfect. But no one would be expecting it to get there, because of the past 20 or 30 rounds, it never really gave anything. It only gave that 110x. So because of that, no one will be really expecting to get anything big. That is why I did that episode that I was saying, at times you need to go the exact opposite. At a time when it's chowing everybody, it's taking everyone's money, you think, okay, when I stay in here, I think let me just go for it and get something big, because if you don't get something big, you'll never be able to survive in the Aviator, right? So I've often said, look, this is risk taking. I've taken a risk. I put 2k on top, 200 at the bottom. The reason being, I know I've seen it has been giving blues. There's a potential of it giving me purples and pinks. So I just want to take advantage of those pinks. If I can do that 2-3 times, it can help me to recover something, maybe get a little bit of money and maybe a little bit of float, and then it can help me to do something, right? So there I am. I picked my first 6k, immediately. So this is about strategy, right? I would have waited maybe for my 5x, I would have taken 10k. But you know how it is. It's something that you need to really take care of, because you do not need to be too greedy at times, because if you get too greedy, you end up losing. Just imagine if I had held my 2k to 15x, I would have made 30k. All right, that one I thought, okay, it went on 17.90, and I thought I would pick up a 20x. Unfortunately, I wasn't, because I was greedy. If I kept on doing my 15x, I would have made very good money there. But look, I always say, at times, even if you don't have the money, like if it's mid-month and you're broke and stuff like that, when you have time on your hands, log in to the game and just check. Look at how other players are playing. Look at the patterns. Go and look at the history. Check the history. Look at the time. Always, right? That's also part of research, because there's nothing that you can do in life without really employing some research to some extent. You need to gather information, and gathering information would help you to do so many other things, right? So you see there, at first I collected my first I collected my 6k, and then now I collected my 3k. Unfortunately, I thought this thing was not going to go very far. That's why I chickened out very quickly, and it actually went the direct opposite of what I was expecting initially. When I expected it to go beyond beyond 20x, it gave me a 17x. It flew away. And now guess what? Now it goes over 100x, and I'm just thinking, well, I wish I had known. This might have been my time. Imagine if I waited with that 2,000 and waited for it to get to 100x. I'm waiting for the day. Will it come? Yes, it will come. It will come at one point. But anyway, the thing is, we always enjoy playing the game, but we don't have the guts. Like I said, if you don't have the guts, rather just go and play the slots. go and play football, go and play some other things. Yeah, there I know you can get yourself a mega win for 300 Rand. Yes, no pressure, not much of pressure. You go there, play 2 Rand, 3 Rand, 5 Rand. I don't know what you play. You see, I'm still there with my 2K on top, and look at the elevation that I've just got. It has really been wonderful. It has really been a very good thing there. But the second one I couldn't get 6.91, not too bad, right? But I've gone up, right? If I'm going to ask you the question, why do you think I've gone up? It's because I took the guts. I took the guts. If I did not take these guts, I mean, to take 2K, to put 2K on top, I would have not maybe managed to get anything. So now 1.37, that's not a good sign. Maybe the blues are coming, I change. You see, that's why we talk about strategy. It's all about strategy. Look at this history, perfect history, and things are happening. But anyway, because now I've changed, I'm pretty sure because of those few pinks that have come, there's a lot that can come. Oh, come on, 0-0. Yes, okay. Let's talk about the next one. For now, I'll end here. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you in the next one. Cheers.